I made my first $10,000 off a real estate deal. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I almost jumped on top of the closing table and started twerking. I don't even know how to move my ass, but that day I was finna move my ass.
I know, no, shawty. I know, no, shawty. I know, no, 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 no.
What's good, bosses? It's me, Candace Renee. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I have not been up here talking on my mic in a minute. We back with the MicTalks, and we should make that like a series, like MicTalks or something like that. I don't want to do girl talk anymore because that's so saturated. We should do MicTalks, like where I get on the mic and like talk and like tell y'all about certain topics, certain things, and everything like that. So I got a couple things I want to talk about. So it's gonna be like MicTalks, whatever. But I have a couple things I want to talk about. But before we do get into this topic, y'all see what the I'm wearing. Depression to deposits hoodies. It's getting hot outside. Y'all already know. Cop y'all merch. If you are a part of the YouTube family, y'all know if you use the code YouTube at checkout, you save a little bit of coin. And they are fully stocked. So if y'all have not seen my reel that I did a reel of me receiving like more inventory. So I got the inventory, I got it ready. So y'all make sure to go and follow Depression to Deposits. Link is in the bio. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the reel about being a realtor girly in Atlanta. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this subject is because I always get a lot of people who DM me about being a realtor, what it's like, how it's been. Y'all know that I've had my real estate license. I'm coming up on a whole year of being a realtor real soon. And I'm like, wow, like it's crazy. Like I've learned so much about being a realtor and real estate within these past few months that I've had my license. And I just want to kind of like be real and be honest about like what it's been and like the things that I see on social media and the things that I've been seeing and stuff like that. So a lot of people think that like when you get into real estate or you become a realtor, you're automatically going to be like the people on Selling Tampa, Selling Sunset, List Atlanta, and all them shows like that. Like you going to just be selling mansions. Like, girl, you lucky if you even get somebody that wants to buy a $200,000 to $250,000 deal. Like I can't stand the real estate girls that be like, oh, you just get your license and you be like, I only want to work with clients 500,000 and up, $1 million and up. Nobody's gonna come to you like, okay, let me say it like this. You gotta get experience first before you actually step foot into like the real estate market. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to get experience first, work with the lower clients and stuff like that, work with the lower people that may want to buy $200,000 houses, $300,000 houses and stuff like that. My first deal, my very, very first closing, that client was only $100,000. So it was $100,000 deal and I only probably made like $2,800 off of that. You know what I'm saying? And it was for an investment property, but still it's like, people want to always start at the top. And this is not just for real estate. This is anything in general. People always want to start at the top. And then once you don't get at the top, people be ready to give up. But it's like, how you going to start at the top when you don't even have the bottom experience? Like have the bottom experience, and work your way up. That's the only way you going to know. Because let's just say you just got your real estate license fresh out of real estate school and you're trying to work and you trying to get $1 million clients, which don't get me wrong, I'm still working to get $1 million clients, but it's like you want to jump out the gate getting $1 million clients. So let's just say you get $1 million client, somebody that wants to buy a $3.5 million house, and that's a big purchase. Like they're going to have to put down at least for a $3.5 million house, they're going to at least have to put down $200,000, $300,000. And their earnest money is going to be something serious. Probably at least maybe like 15,000 down and then bring 300,000 to closing, or it's going to be a big purchase. That's a big purchase. That's probably one of the biggest purchases that somebody could probably make in their life. And it's like they want to work with somebody that's experienced. So it's like you trying to buy $1 million deal and they're asking you, you're trying to get this $1 million client. They're asking you these questions and you're like, I don't know. I don't know. And they're sitting up here like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh girl, no. I'm about to spend over I'm about to spend $1 million on a house and you don't know what you're talking about, I can't work with you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just start from the bottom and work your way up. And that's with anything in life. Like, start at the bottom and work your way up. Any business that you have, anything. And it's like, I feel like people want to sell $1 million houses and look so rich for Instagram. It's like, why do you want to look so rich for Instagram? And I mean, I get it. It's for show. It's for looks. Everybody want to have that look. But to me, I'd rather be living it and actually living the life that I'm persuading on Instagram instead of like faking it. I mean, of course you got to fake it till you make it. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't want to be looking like I'm rich on Instagram. And then in real life, I don't even got $5 to my name. Like, that's not the type of life that you want to live. So it's like, don't think you have to impress people. And I feel like Instagram really has our mind just all twisted, because it's like, they think that like you gotta really be just rich and glamorous. Like, no, like, I feel like me on Instagram, I don't feel like I live a rich, glamorous lifestyle. Like, I just be on there posting my content, posting the things that I do, and just going on by my day, and just, you know, educating my people, just trying to get myself out there and build my brand up. I don't have a Birkin. My Benz is like, I mean, I don't have a super old Benz, but my car's a 2016. Like, it ain't brand spanking new. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in the richest area, but I don't live in the hood either. I live in the suburbs. I don't live in the hood. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not living in no mansion. Like, I'm just doing me, living my life, living it the best way that I can. And it's just like, you know, don't let Instagram feel like you have to be like, I see the realtors on Instagram selling $1 million houses. And to me, it's just motivation. It don't make me feel like I'm doing less than what I'm doing. It doesn't make me feel like I'm doing, you know, that I'm not there yet. It's just like, okay, that's motivation. I see her doing that, and that's motivation. Because I feel like when I see people on Instagram doing so well, I'm like, that's my motivation. Like, that's not me. That's not me being jealous. If anything, that's my motivation. I'm like, okay, I am motivated to do that. I'm motivated to get out there. I'm motivated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not jealous. I'm not hating. I'm not feeling less than. I'm like, I am motivated to get up out there. I'm motivated to get there. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I just been observing too. And another thing is kind of talking about slow periods. So right now it is November 10th, 2022. Making this video, and it's kind of like a slow period right now in real estate. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's a slow period in business because Black Friday is coming up, but it is a slow period time in business. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when I have my slow periods, I sometimes get discouraged because I'm like, dang, you know, what can I do? And it's even a slow period in real estate. I mean, people are still buying houses, but it's like so many people are getting ready for Thanksgiving. People are getting ready for Christmas. It's getting cold outside. So it's like, you know, a lot of people, they're not really thinking about moving right now because it's like we in holiday mode. So a lot of people not thinking about moving. So it's like, what do you do in your business during the slow times, during the slow seasons? And one of the things that I do, that I've been doing during during the slow real estate period, is that I've been just really like perfecting my craft. I've been figuring out different systems that I can use for my real estate business. I've been figuring out, you know, different marketing techniques. I've been still educating my audience because like even through your slow periods, the best thing to do is to educate your audience and to show your audience, because even though your business may be going slow, that does not mean people are watching you. I always say that if you got followers, people are watching you. Like, if you have followers, people are watching you. If people are watching your story for your business page, people are watching you. Like, eyes are always on you, whether you think it or not. So don't think because people are not buying your stuff or they're not booking or they're not inquiring, that does not mean that they're not watching. They are definitely watching and they're observing to see what's next. Because a lot of times people want to know, okay, what's next from her? What is she going to do next? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, people are always watching. Do not think that like because it's going slow that nobody's watching, nobody cares. People are watching, okay? People are always watching. So I say during a slow period, perfect your craft. If you look at your website and figure out what can you do better with your website, look at your marketing material, figure out what you can do better with your marketing material. Figure out, you know, make more content, post new videos, update product pictures, update service terms, make more content. Because now, especially for service providers, since it's so slow, you got time to really make more content. And the more content that you make, you perfect it more and more. So now you got time to perfect your content, to perfect your craft. And then people look at it and be like, okay, I know when I'm ready, I'm gonna buy a house from her. Or when I'm ready for this service, I know I'm gonna get it from her because I see her consistently posting. A lot of times people want to see you consistently posting and consistently pushing out content and pushing out like emails and marketing and stuff. So when they are ready and when the time comes, they know to come to you. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be going to nobody else. They know, oh, I'm gonna go to her, because she consistently putting this stuff out there. So that's what I'm gonna say about like really just a slow period. And this is not just in real estate. I know like the title of this video is probably going to say like something about real estate, but I'm really speaking for entrepreneurs in general and real estate in general, like just everybody in general. Like that's what you can do during your slow season, because people still got to see you grinding. People still got to see you pushing through. People still got to see you on the move. People still got to see you pushing, see you winning. So definitely when it comes to that, definitely just keep pushing during your slow season, because I know this is a lot of people's slow season, especially the holidays. Some people just they fast season, some people just they slow season, and then usually at the beginning of the year, a lot of businesses are going slow because everybody waiting for their taxes. In January, the beginning of January, everybody be like, "Don't talk to me talking my taxes. Don't talk to me talking my taxes." What? I can't hear you. I don't got my taxes yet. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people is a lot. It's a lot for this, during the slow season. So that's what I'm saying. Like this, take your time in your business. Take your time. Just take your time in your business. Another thing that I've noticed too in the real estate world is that a lot of clients are like, a lot of people don't know what they want. So it's like one thing that kind of annoys me is when people inquire about working with you, or we want to inquire about you being a realtor. And this probably service providers go through this too. And then it's like you send them to your lender, you do all of this. And then like at the last, like when you try to update, you don't hear nothing back. And it's so annoying. It's very irritating. It's very annoying. It's just like, like I hit you up. I've hit you up. I've been trying to talk to you. I've been trying to get your attention, and you don't reply. And honestly, what I say about that is really to just keep it pushing. I hate that too, because I be thinking like, oh, I have a deal. I got a deal. It's like, But I'm not gonna lie. Like being a real estate agent, being a realtor is really, really like, it's tough. Being a realtor is tough until like you get to the closing table. Now, when you get to the closing table, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I made my first $10,000, like I'm talking about after I paid my broker, all the fees that come out of your commission check, I made $10,000. I had a check with $10,000 with my name on it. When I made my first $10,000 off a real estate deal, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I almost jumped on top of the closing table and started twerking. I don't even know how to move my ass, but that day I was finna move my ass. Like, I was so happy. Like, I mean, that was probably one of the best days ever. Like, and it was a really, really, it wasn't really a hard deal, but I was working with a client that was just very, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he was very stressful to work with. I literally showed him, and I counted, like 12 houses. No lie. He wanted to see, I remember I showed him 4 houses in all in one day. He didn't like it. Like, it was tough. So it was like, it'd be worth it too. Like, sometimes it'd be worth it because like at the end, you're going to get a big check. That's what I love about real estate too. Like, I love many things, but like one thing I love is the fact that like you get that check, that big check that you get at the end of the closing. You'll just be like, it's like, it makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the thing. That's what I love about real estate is like, you can do one deal and make a big check. Like, I'm speaking in Georgia per se, because I'm in Georgia, but like for $1 million home, if there's 3% commission, if you sell $1 million house and it's a 3% commission, that's $35,000. So if you you could sell $1 million home a month and make $35,000 in 1 month. And it's like, of course, after your broker fees or whatever, but we just gonna say 35,000 because that's the basis. But you can make a damn near $35,000 in 1 month and be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to work as hard. So that's what I love about real estate the most. And I think, like, it's a good career. It's a really good career. And I love it. The only thing I hate is these realtor fees. Like, I posted on my story today about these realtor fees and the renewal process of like renewing your license and having to take the post license test. I'm currently going through the post license test right now. I ain't gonna lie, I failed my post license test twice. I have to take it a third time, but this time I'm doing a different class. But with post license, you can pick what kind of class that you take. So it's not like the this is Georgia. This is Georgia specific. With the post license test, you can pick any class. I don't even know what class I picked, but clearly it ain't for me. So I'm finna pick. The lady was telling me about another class that's self-paced that I can finish like that. Since my renewal is coming up, because you gotta take in Georgia, you have to take the post license test before, and if you don't take that post license, it's a wrap. Well, it's not a wrap. Your license just will lapse, and then I think it's like $25-$30 a day every time your license has lapsed. And if you don't do it in a year, then you got to retake the entire real estate course. But I would never even let it get that far. So it's going to be done. But I'm just saying, like, that's just kind of the dilemma I'm going through right now. But it's a very expensive process because I had to pay like $30 twice. And now I got to pay $99 to take the class all over again. So and then it's like the broker fees. It's a lot of fees that come into being a realtor. I had to go to the office today and pay my fees because I missed a fee from the from the board of real. It's a lot. I'm sitting up here complaining, but yeah, basically it's a lot of fees, but it is worth it at the end of the day. So yeah, I kind of say with real estate, I kind of make real estate kind of like my main career. Because I do other things. Like, I personally, like, to be honest, I'm a realtor, but like, it's just like real estate is so up and down. I just kind of feel like if I have to do something else. I couldn't make real estate my full-time job, as in like real estate is the only thing, because it's just like sometimes you can ask any realtor, you will go months without a client. Like, you could go months without a client. And it's like you're relying on that last commission check that you made 5 months ago. And that goes pretty fast. So it's like I feel like you got to have other things in the vault behind that. Because real estate, I mean, unless you passing clients back to back to back, which some people are. But when you first start out, like your first couple years, and I speak to other realtors, so they've said this, like your first couple years, you're not going to be making clients back to back to back to back to back to back. So it's like within the meantime, have another thing you're doing, have another side hustle, another business, another job, something else that you're doing. Like me, I have YouTube, I have my clothing brand, and then, I'm working on something else. So it's like, just have other things that you're doing too. So when you don't have that client and because sometimes, like, one thing that I've experienced is that I've had clients who could not get finance, like could not get finance to save their life, and they had to wait. So it's like, damn, I just lost $12,000. I lost a $12,000 commission deal because they couldn't get finance. So that was $12,000 that I was trying to look forward to, but now I ain't gonna look forward to it. How about you? Tear, but it's okay. Another one will come by, but you get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's just kind of like, that's just kind of how it is. And you just gotta go with the flow and really take your time, and don't think that you gotta rush and be like everybody on Instagram, and work at your own pace. Work at your own pace, be your own boss, do your own thing, do your own marketing. Like, I do my marketing different. I do my real estate marketing a little different than other realtors because I'm speaking to more of like a millennial crowd instead of an older crowd. So I try to make things young and feel young and fun, and make real estate fun, because the real estate can get real boring. So it's like, I try to make fun real estate content, because I notice a lot of realtors, they don't really do like fun real estate content. So I try to do fun real estate content to kind of adapt to my audience, which is people like me who are like upcoming adults. So really know your audience too when you're marketing your real estate business, and like know who you talking to, and like, don't be boring, be fun, and make people excited, especially the upcoming adults, people who are renting still in apartments. Make them excited about getting a house, make them excited about all of the different things, like make them excited, like figure out your audience and make content around the things that they like. So that's how I do it, and it's been working for me, and we just gonna have fun.